Sarah had always been close to her mom, inseparable, really. From the day we started dating, I knew it was a package deal. Late-night phone calls, spontaneous mother-daughter brunches, even matching pajamas on holidays. It was cute. A little intense sometimes, sure, but I respected it. I mean, having a solid bond with your parents is rare these days. I admired that. So when she told me, somewhat casually, that she was heading to her mom's for the weekend, I didn't question it. I even helped her pack. She kissed me goodbye, gave Baxter, our dog, a little scratch behind the ears, and off she went. I didn't think twice, at least, not at first. That Friday night, after a hellish week at work, I was ready to collapse into my own little bubble of peace. No deadlines, no meetings, just Netflix, junk food, and maybe a long overdue nap. I brewed some coffee, sank into the couch, pulled up my laptop, and opened the first episode of a show I'd been dying to catch up on. Then my phone buzzed. It was Sarah. "Can't wait to see you. Love you." Sweet, right? But something about it struck me weird. It felt a little off script, like she was trying too hard to sound normal. That's when I remembered how hesitant her voice had been when she mentioned the visit earlier. It came up out of nowhere, no mention of it the whole week. Her mom lived barely an hour away. It didn't feel like one of their usual planned weekends. Still, I brushed the doubt aside. I trusted her. Or, at least I thought I did. But as the night went on, my mind wouldn't leave it alone. I opened Instagram, half expecting to see a cozy fireplace photo or a cheesy selfie with her mom. Nothing. Not even a reposted meme. Sarah always posted something, especially when she was with her mom. She once shared a picture of their matching herbal teas with the caption, "Witchy weekend vibes." This time, silence. I told myself I was overthinking. I always joked that I was the overthinker in the relationship, but something gnawed at me. A weird, restless feeling in my gut that just wouldn't quit. I shot her a text. Just a casual, "Hey, how's it going?" Nothing back. Out of curiosity, or maybe anxiety, I opened the location sharing app we hadn't used in months. We'd set it up during a road trip and never deleted it. Her PIN was there. It said hotel. I blinked, refreshed the app. Still, hotel, not her mom's house, not even the right part of town. A hotel. I just stared at the screen like my brain couldn't process it. At first, I tried to rationalize it. Maybe her mom had booked them a spa night. Maybe their house was being fumigated or something. But none of it made sense. Why wouldn't she tell me? I tried calling her mom. Straight to voicemail. The next morning, I woke up feeling like I'd been punched in the stomach, the kind of anxiety that sits heavy in your chest before anything even happens. I called Sarah. She picked up. "Hey, babe," I said, keeping my voice light. "How's everything with your mom?" There was a pause, just a beat too long. "Oh, hey. Yeah, it's good. We're just busy." "Busy?" I asked. "Busy at the hotel?" Another pause, longer this time. "Yeah, something like that. I'll be back later." That was it. No explanation, no clarification. I stared at the phone long after the call ended. Something wasn't right. I stood up, grabbed my jacket and keys. "Baxter," I said, trying to sound normal. "Let's go for a ride, buddy." The drive felt longer than it was. I didn't even play music. I just sat with the hum of the engine and the storm inside my head. Every possible scenario ran through me. Was she cheating? Was she hiding something? Was I crazy? When I pulled up to the hotel, I just sat there for a second, hands still on the wheel. Then I walked in. The lobby was nice. Warm lighting, little fireplace. Too cozy for how cold I felt. I approached the front desk, rehearsing what I'd say. "My girlfriend Sarah is staying here. Could you tell me what room she's in?" The clerk gave me a polite but firm, "Sorry, we can't give out that information." "Of course," I said, forcing a smile. "Could you just let her know I'm here?" He nodded and picked up the phone. I waited, heart pounding, hands shaking. The kind of anxiety that makes the floor feel unstable beneath your feet. Then, finally, the clerk said, "She's coming down." I turned toward the elevator, and there she was, Sarah, my Sarah. She looked surprised, not scared, not guilty, just surprised. "Jake," she said, walking toward me. "What are you doing here?" I shrugged, tried to play it cool, but my voice betrayed me. "You told me you were at your mom's. Your location says hotel. I got worried." She faltered just for a second. "Oh, that. We, we decided to stay here. For privacy. It was a last-minute thing." "Why not just tell me?" I asked, my voice sharper than I intended. "I've been worried sick." "I didn't think it was a big deal," she said, glancing away. "Mom surprised me with this little weekend thing. I didn't want to make it complicated." Just then, her mom appeared behind her. "Sarah." "There you are." Then she saw me. "Oh, Jake, I didn't know you were coming." "Hi, Mrs. Linda," I said awkwardly. She smiled, but there was tension in it. "We were doing a little girls' getaway. It was supposed to be a surprise." I blinked. "A girls' getaway? In a hotel?" Sarah bit her lip. "Okay, yeah, it probably sounds sketchy. But it was really innocent. Just a break. Something fun," Linda chimed in. "It was my idea. She's been stressed. I thought she deserved a little escape." I exhaled slowly, still not totally convinced, but also not sure if I was being paranoid or just thrown off by the whole thing. "I just wish someone had told me," I said. "You know how this looks, right?" Sarah took my hand. "I know. I'm sorry. I should have said something. I didn't want to worry you over something that was supposed to be fun." I finally let out a shaky laugh. "You gave me a heart attack," she smiled. "You're sweet, and maybe a little dramatic." Linda clapped her hands. "All right, lovebirds. Crisis averted. Now shoo. This is our weekend." We laughed. The tension dissolved, slowly. And that weekend, I stayed out of their way. Sarah and I talked more that night, cleared the air. It wasn't the weekend I expected, but it ended up reminding me of something important. Sometimes the scariest stories we build in our heads are just that, stories. But next time she tells me she's visiting her mom, yeah, I'm definitely asking a few more questions.